Hi, I'm Michelle Stanley, owner and creative director of Moksha Living, Holistic Life Coaching and Therapy. Today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for tranquil sleep. Sleep is so important. We all know that feeling when you wake up after having a restless night of sleep. What we don't realize is that getting a good quality night's rest has to start not just the night before, but it has to start the day before. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to help you get the good quality sleep that you want and your body needs. One of the most common challenges we have is that when we are trying to go to bed, we just can't turn our minds off. Our minds are so full of thoughts about what we did during the day and what we need to do in the future that it's hard for our mind to relax because it's trying to hold on to things that it needs to remember. So the first step for tranquil sleep is to write down things during the day that you need to be keeping track of. This way, your mind isn't responsible for trying to remember and hold on to things. If you put your thoughts down on paper, your mind is free to focus on resting and rejuvenating when it comes to going to bed at night. The way that you write down things can be on a map, it can be on a spreadsheet, it can be any kind of to-do list. It's just important that you put them down on paper so that your mind's not responsible for trying to hold on to them. Okay, so now that you've done tip 1 or step 1, which is make your list, the second step is to prioritize the list. Separate out the things that are most important and necessary to get done in the next day from those things that can be done later. Just as important as it is to make the list so your mind doesn't have to hold on to things, it's equally important to cross things off the list that you've already completed. This is so important to feeling a sense of success and accomplishment. Finally, keep your list realistic. Be careful not to just add things onto the list because you think you can do them. Focus on what's most important and necessary for you to do. So now that you have the first 2 steps, step 1, make a list. Step 2, prioritize the list and make sure to cross things off. We have the third step, which is to use the list. So anytime you start to feel a moment of freak out or overwhelm of all the things that you need to get done or wondering if you got everything done that you needed to today, just pull out your list and look at it. Remind yourself you've already taken care of everything that you needed to take care of today, that's realistic for you to take care of today. And then also remind yourself that you already have a plan for what's important to take care of the next day. And you allow yourself to rest, assured that it's all taken care of, it's out of your head. You can create the mental space to focus on resting and relaxing. Now that you have the mental steps to clearing your mind in preparation for sleep, let's move on to creating the environmental space that's most conducive to getting a good night's rest. So the 4th tip is to make your bedroom into a sleep haven, so that when you go into your bedroom, you're signaling to your mind and body that it's time to rest and relax and go to bed. If you're immersed in a soothing, calm, and relaxing environment, this makes it most easy for your body and mind to get the idea that it's time to sleep. So use your bed for sleeping mostly and only. I know that there's some exceptions to that, but try not to use your bed for work or for watching TV or surfing the internet. This also means that you're not going to sleep with your cell phone under your pillow or in your hand. And if you can sleep with it away from the bed so you're not awakened in the night if you get a text message or a work email. Even the lights on a clock can be triggering, so try not to have a clock that's right next to your bed where it's going to have flashing red numbers that are triggering to the mind to wake up or to be awake. So You'll find a cheat sheet below with some additional organization tips for your bedroom and feng shui practices to make your bedroom into a sleep and dream haven. So now that we've cleared our mental space to be able to sleep, we've created a sleep environment in our bedroom, it's time for our last tip. And I'll preface our last tip by saying that sleep is not a competitive sport. So you can't hope for sleep to come knock you out while you're distracting yourself by doing other things that are actually preventing you from sleeping. You have to engage in a ritual that signals to your body and mind that it's time and that you have permission to go to sleep. This is otherwise known as sleep hygiene. Some of the examples of these practices can be taking a shower or a bath, reading something, listening to relaxing music, drinking something warm, stretching, relaxation practices, or even meditation if that's your thing. So step 5 or tip 5 is to engage in relaxation rituals. I know that this can be especially hard for those of us that have been avoiding sleep for a long time, or we might even have the belief or the fear that we can't go to sleep. So if this is you, I've got something that is going to really help you with this. In my video, it's also an audio and a video tutorial. It's called Self-Hypnosis for Better Sleep. I give you an audio recording that you can listen to for as long as you need to that will teach your mind how to let go of its resistance to going to bed or the fear that you won't be able to go to sleep. So you can find all the links for the sleep tutorials, worksheets in the links below this video. Thank you for listening, and sweet dreams.